Oh, we're friggin' live. Good morning, everybody. Gosh, it's such a beautiful morning out here today. This morning, fucking, everybody seems to be out and about today and yesterday. It's such a good day. But I want to talk about a little bit, being productive during the lockdown. Now, there's all kinds of things you can do while you're locked up at the house. I've been uh, planting my garden, what I want in my garden. Of course, I can't plant just yet because it's still been wet, and until the rains let up, we won't be able to plant till we have a few dry days there. It's looking like it was last year, but hopefully we'll get something in the ground and growing. We've shut our main garden down this year to let the nutrients re-up in the soil, because we've used that garden for every year for 40 years. I think there's only been a couple years where we've let it go recoup, and I need to get some of that liquid bioorganisms from Oppenheimer Ranch Project. It has a link to it. It's liquid, but you mix it with molasses and water and make it last a long time. And you just put it in your soil, and it helps the microorganisms flourish. Gets food for them and stuff. But always fertilize your garden with manure, and chicken litter is the best thing to fertilize with, but it's hard to come by now because of the ag regulations that are on everything. But cow manure seems to be what everybody gets a hold of at the store, so use cow manure. Arts and crafts. I know probably all your shops and stuff are shut down, but you probably have some arts and crafts stuff laying around that you can work on while you're locked down. Don't just sit in your house. Go sit out in the backyard. It's not healthy. Indoor air isn't healthy for you all the time, And yeah, it's shave day, so I'm gonna shave here later. But it is early morning and I haven't got to it yet. So don't think I'm just being lazy. But I don't know how many of you are gonna sit back and take your unemployment once the the stay-at-home order lifts. That's what I want to know, because recovering from this crisis is going to be a community thing first. First, it starts at home, deciding whether you go back to work or not. If you can go back to work, get out there, work. If I had something to do, if I had a job, I'd be working right now. But I had been trying to get a job before this whole thing hit, and nobody wants to hire a guy that's been self-employed for 24 years and is on disability. So there's always people in front of you that they get the job. It seems like I've been hired a couple places, and that's because they were real desperate. But yeah, recovering. Our economy is dependent on you starting at home to recover from this crisis. Go back to work. Get out there. Uh, I don't know if minimum wage is going to be what it was when it started. I don't know how this whole thing's going to work, guys. But we've got to get it back in gear. Save future generations from an incident like this. And I know that the governments of the world have overreacted, some underreacted, to this COVID-19. But it goes to show you that we make an effort. You know, whether we get false information or whether it's information about 5G or underground child adrenochrome factories, or war overseas, or asteroid threat, or a solar threat, or any of these conspiracy theories that have been put out there. It seems to me that they're not all conspiracy theories. There's a little bit of truth to all of it. There is a little bit of truth to every single bit of it. But it's your job to decimate that truth from fact, and not get too riled up about it. It's okay to have a breakdown. I had a breakdown the other day. I did put that video on private because I was a little bit embarrassed about it. But put another video on unlisted because I don't know. That's just not what I want to put out there all the time. But I do put it out there, so you will get the deep hearted feeling, Mr. Mission Control, every once in a while. But it might only be for a couple of days before you see it, before I take it down. So, there's that. But there's Princess, our neighborhood vagabond dog. She's out looking for something good to eat. She always stops by. We put out things for her to eat every once in a while. But yeah, I try to keep it real with you folks. I come to you with heartfeltedness and compassion and true human behavioralism is my thing. So, I got an interview. I got a video conference with my doctor because they don't want this whole social distancing thing here, and but I do have to go get my shot, and I get to see my nurse and talk to her. But maybe that's what's been wrong with me, is I've been needing my shot. But I'm gonna try and have them give me something, pep me up a little bit. They tried to give me some Wellbutrin, and it gave me heart palpitations. I couldn't take that. Let's see if it give me some Adderall or something, speed me up a little bit, make me more productive instead of laying around all the time. I do a lot of laying around, but I have been planting the garden and stuff, and we've started to mow, and there's just not much you can do. And of course, we pretty much are used to being in this situation. We don't go very many places because of our incomes, and we pretty much stay at home all the time. I don't have very many places I tend to go, maybe to the dispensary every once in a while when I have the money. But other than that, sometimes we'll go out for a walk out by the lake or something. But yeah, just driving around right now seems to be taboo. So it doesn't look like my state, Arkansas, here, it's going to go into a full lockdown like these other states. Our economy is not going to crash like some of these other states are, and I feel sorry for you guys not being able to go to work and stuff, but most of the businesses here are closed. Um, just food and grocery and gas stations are open. All non-essential businesses have been shut down, so we do have a lot of job losses. Looking at the numbers um, of the lost jobs and unemployment being filed, this is worse than the Great Depression. So I don't see us coming out of it for at least a year from now. And then by then, the COVID-19, it's like a flu virus. It'll swing back around again. But hopefully we have measures in place to take care of that. Um, you know, I'm not a big guy on vaccines, but this one might just have to be one that you take. I don't know. I don't know how adamant you are about vaccines, but I do know that I don't want no chip in my hand, and I really don't want a vaccine. The only vaccine that I get is for lockjaw, is for tetanus, a tetanus shot, and that's not really a vaccine. That's a tetanus shot, keep you from getting tetanus. Because I had laid carpet for so many years, I was always in the dirty nastiness, people's floors, bathrooms, and everything. You get around that tack strip in the bathroom and you poke yourself, you get staph infection or tetanus real quick. I'm lucky I never lost a finger or lost a hand or lost my life like a couple carpet installers I knew got the staph from bathroom and fucking died within a week because they thought they could handle it and get rid of it on their own, and they didn't go to the doctor, and they died. But I did come down with lockjaw one year. Um, Several years ago, and I decided that I would keep getting that tetanus shot after that. That's a terrible thing to have, where you can't open your mouth or do anything. It's a terrible feeling. But yeah, stay productive during this lockdown time. I don't know what else you can do now. You've probably done everything there is to do, given we've been in lockdown for 2-3 weeks now, 4 weeks. And so just stay positive, people. I know there are times where you might break down. I know that there have been times where I broke down. I've even put it out there, put it on video. But stay strong, hang in there. We'll make it through this. The human race is versatile and is strong. We're a strong species. We won't go out without a fight. And so we just have to hang in there, everybody. This is Mr. Mission Control. Peace out.